Good morning, and welcome to your daily Farm and Home Show, brought to you by the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service. And now, here's your host.
Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Jason Phillips. He's a Simpson County Extension Agent for Agriculture and Natural Resources. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Joanna.
Now, Jason, we're going to talk about something that I feel like a lot of people are going to have questions about, and we've had such a wet, muddy winter that we've really done some damage to our pasture areas.
Our pastures. I've been getting a lot of questions already about pasture renovation, and our pastures are in pretty rough shape right now. They're just a nasty, muddy mess.
They are. And, you know, that complicates when we get on through the season. We want a good forage stand there. And, you know, usually we recommend maybe some clover additions there in that frost freezing. But, you know, we really just didn't have a whole lot of frost freezing action going on.
No, we didn't. I mean, it was fairly warm and just really wet. And we didn't really have a good window through February necessarily to do a lot of frost seeding. But fortunately, you know, we can still seed our clovers all the way up till mid-April and do pretty well.
Yeah, and that's a lot of times our recommendation, to get a little bit more quality and a little diversification into our fields.
Right, exactly. You know, typically we don't recommend seeding cool season grasses in the spring. Secondarily, that can be good. Usually we recommend fall seedings for cool season grasses, but I think this year we're up against a little different situation in which we've just got some our pastures are in dire need of some repair.
Yeah, because, you know, even in some of our hay feeding areas, they've took a lot of abuse over this winter.
Oh yeah, a lot of traffic, and I mean, it's just they're not in good shape at all right now.
So what resources do we have at the university to help people make some decisions?
Well, I would recommend that they look at the University of Kentucky Forage's website, or stop by one of your local extension offices, and there you can obtain copies of our grazing tolerance reports, which are going to tell you which grasses and clovers stood up the best to grazing pressure.
And it kind of has, I know you brought some along here with you today, but we have a variety of trials all across the state on almost every species that people can pick up and see which one performed best right here in the state of Kentucky.
Right, and I know we're primarily focusing on pastures today because, you know, we're obviously, I'm getting a lot of questions about renovating pasture fields, but hay fields as well. Producers can obtain variety trials and grazing tolerance trials on our website to see what has done the best and performed the best across the state of Kentucky. And I'd also encourage folks, as they're looking at these trials, to look at the long-term averages. You know, look at which ones have performed above the norm for multiple years.
And like you said, you know, we might go off recommendation for optimal time just because some of our pastures are in such rough shape that we kind of just need to hold them together until we can get to the optimum time to seed. Right.
I mean, today we've got, just for an example, some fescue seed with us, as well as some Ladina clover seed. And you can see the difference in size there. The Ladina clover seed is very small, much like most of your clovers, whereas most of your cool season grasses are comparable in size to the tall fescue that we have here. But like you said, I mean, typically we're gonna recommend for you, when seeding cool season grasses, they do much better in the fall. You know, late summer, early fall.
Yeah, and timing is important. That's one of the things, probably moisture, timing, and seeding the right seeding rate and competition, right, when we're thinking about.
Oh yeah, we want to get good seed to soil contact anytime we're trying to get a good stand. We also, you know, want to provide the correct fertility, so you can do that through taking a soil test and making sure that you're applying the proper nutrients in order to maximize, you know, your production and likelihood of success.
Absolutely. It's kind of crazy to think that we're already well into March, and so some of those timing windows are right here.
Yeah, they're closing. I mean, we don't have much time, so folks need to get out there and try to get on this, because like I said, I mean, some of our pastures are just in an absolute mess. And what I would recommend too in a lot of these places that you're trying to repair is that you may utilize some temporary fencing to keep cattle out of those areas to allow that grass and clover time to establish itself.
Absolutely. Well, there's a lot of resources that we have at the University of Kentucky. Go to by any of your local extension offices, or like Jason said, go to the University of Kentucky Forage's website. All kinds of information there to help you out. Thanks, Jason, for the information, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.
If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Warren County Extension Office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.